Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I want to talk about the five money personalities. I'm gonna share with you the five money personalities, and I also want to know: do you happen to know what yours is? So, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Alex. I share with you tools, tips, and strategies to help you get over your fear, anxiety, and doubts about money so you can live your best life and leave a legacy for your family. So today, the video today is going to be very relevant, right? Because you kind of need to know this in order for you to be able to operate and plan your finances accordingly. Okay, so Um, so today I'm going to be talking about the five money personalities. And you really need to understand this and know this because how you think and feel and your emotions around money is going to determine what your actions and your behaviors are. See, it all begins with your thoughts and your emotions, and those things really drive your actions, your personalities, and your behavior as it relates to money. And so, when you understand what your personality is, now you can begin to figure out how do I begin to reach my financial goals based on the type of personality that I have. Okay, so it's very hard to get around what your true nature is. You need to understand what your nature is, what your personality is, and then you can begin to set your goals and set a plan of action of how you want to build your finances now that you know what your personality is. So let's get started. Number one, the first money personality I want to share with you is called the big spender. It's the big spender. So, what is a big spender? A big spender is someone who loves to, they love to floss, they love to flex. They want to buy things because, it makes a statement about who they are, what they do. They place high value on possessions. They want the latest and greatest gadgets. It says something about them and who they are. It says something about their value and their place in the world, right? So most of you, somebody, y'all, you probably know a big spender. Yeah, I know it's not you, but you probably know a big spender or two. It's always the person who want to say, hey, look at me, I'm the flyest, I got the best, I got the latest, and we probably know a few people like that, right? The next person is what you call a the shopper. Okay, the shopper personality is a person who is emotional, right? Their emotions determine what their spending is and what happens. So their mood is determined by the dips, the increases, and the flows of their bank account. When the bank account is looking good, is flush with cash, they feeling good. They're excited. They're happy. They're having a good time. But then when the bank account gets low, right, they feel low. They feel like, oh man, things aren't going well. They start feeling bad, right? So it's difficult for shoppers to resist spending. So a lot of their behaviors as it relates to money, a lot of the purchases that make, a lot of their savings or the lack of saving is because they want to feel good, right? They want to feel good. And so if anybody knows, you want to have an emotional state where you're always kind of riding high, right? So shoppers are going to tend to spend their money and use their money in a way to help keep their emotions high. Their personality is happy. They want to feel joy, right? So they're going to spend like that. And so if they don't have money, guess what? Their personalities feel bad, and now they're looking for ways to make more money so they can, excite themselves and make themselves feel happy again. The third personality is the saver. The saver. The saver personality is the person who is the exact opposite of the big spender. See, spending money for them is something that, they're not spending money. See, they don't seek to make statements. They don't place a high value on material things or having the latest and greatest. They place value on security. They place value on having resources so that there is some sense of security, that they know they can cover certain things, emergencies if they happen. They're not worried about those things. They don't spend a lot of money on fly and flashy stuff. They drive cars that they hold on to for a long time. They're more than likely in great shape because they take care of their stuff. But they hold on to their goods. They hold on to their purchases. They want to make wise purchases because they're not looking to make a statement. They want to make sure that they are secure. And a lot of women are that way. Women tend to be better savers than men, typically, and a lot probably has to do with how women typically are seen as gatherers. Men are seen as quote unquote hunters. Women are seen as gatherers. So the whole idea of having a safe, secure home environment, to come back to a place that you have where you have a roof over your head and things are taken care of. Women want to feel safe, so they tend to be savers, right? Now, the fourth personality is what's known as a debtor. A debtor. So, debtors really don't have any emotions as it relates to money, as it relates to their finances. They don't spend money to feel better. They don't feel low when they don't have money. Money is just something. It's something to have. It's something to use. It's something to spend. And I say spend because debtors typically are usually in debt. They usually spend more than they earn. So they find themselves in situations where they are in debt. It isn't because they're trying to, they're trying to be the latest and the flashiest. They're not trying to be like the big spender. They just see money as a tool, right? And so they just, if they have it, they spend it. If they don't have it, they don't spend it. They're not looking to do anything in particular with it. It's just something to spend and to use. So as a result, they tend to be in debt, right? You may know a debtor, or two, someone who's always looking to borrow money. Hey man, let me hold a few dollars until always broke. Never have any money. Never have any money, right? And the last person is the investor. Now the investor is somebody who is consciously aware of their money. The investor is future oriented. The investor is the type of person who can delay having satisfaction today so they can live better on tomorrow and in the future. Investors take advantage of investment opportunities. They're always weighing what's the highest and best use of my money, right? That's the investor. And so those are the five personalities. Now, quite honestly, I believe that we should, kind of be a little bit of all of these, except the debtor. I don't agree with that one. All right. Under no circumstance do I believe that you should be spending, and always being in debt. I believe that if you do have debt, if you do take on debt, that you're taking on debt because it is for the purpose of buying assets that you can control that's going to put money into your pocket. So, real estate, all right? A lot of people are now buying cars in order that they might be able to rent them out on platforms like Car for Hire and Turo, right? So there's a purpose behind why they're going into debt, and those assets that they're buying, they're putting those assets out there in the marketplace so they can bring money back to them. To me, I think that's a wise use of debt in order to generate cash flow and to have that cash flow build your net worth. But I think you need to be a combination of all four of these things, except the debtor, right? In order to have what I feel is a balance or quality of life, right? I don't think you want to be the kind of person who's saving every little penny. They're not enjoying life at all. I don't think that is a great way to live as well. I think you should have a healthy respect for money, healthy respect for saving, but I think you should also have a healthy respect for creating experiences, for buying things that give you joy in life up to a certain point, not to the extreme, right? I feel it's important that you be an investor so you can look for ways to find ways so your money can actually be working for you to help fund your lifestyle. So it can help fund your future lifestyle. So it can help fund some of the purchases that you make, or that you're an investor so that you're able to save for the future, right? I think all of those things are important. And um, so which personality would you say you are? Which personality would you say best fits how you view and relate to money? Um, I think it's very, very important that we understand and that you know exactly which one you are in order for you to start putting together a financial goals and a financial plan that best suits you. That's the reason why a lot of times quote unquote budgets don't work for people, because they're trying to fit their lifestyle within a certain dollar amount, right? They're not taking into account what type of person they are, who they are, and what's important to them, right? And so I think it's really, really important for you to understand, first of all, who am I? What makes me tick? What makes me happy? What really brings me joy in life? What are the things that I really want to have and experience? If I look back on my life 10, 20, 25 years from now, what do I want my life to look like? Because every day you're writing your history. And I say you're leaving your legacy every single day. So if you start with the end in mind, what do I want the rest of my life to look like? What do I want it to look like 10, 20, 30 years down the road? And you start building in just that way. I'm actually doing a master class coming up in another week or so, called "How to Create a Powerful Financial Plan That's Easy to Manage and stays on track." And I'm going to be walking people through step by step how to develop a financial plan that takes into account your goals and your personality. One that's easy to manage and is going to help you stay on track. If you go to alexbjones.com/plan, I highly suggest, highly recommend, if you do not have a financial plan right now, if you don't have a strategy for the four important areas of your life right now, you need to have a financial plan. You're not going to be able to build wealth or have the financial freedom that you truly want without a financial plan. You're not going to be in a position to really leave a legacy for your family and position them well without a financial plan. alexbjones.com/plan. Please go take a look at it. And again, I'm going to be walking you through how to create a powerful financial plan that's easy to manage and is going to help you stay on track. Okay. Um, so that's why knowing what your money personality is and why it's important. So you can then understand what are your goals, what are your values, what should be your priorities, so you can start developing your strategies in order to help you achieve those goals. And that's what we're going to be talking about, and we're actually going to be doing in the master class. All right. So I hope this helps you guys as always. I hope to look forward and see you inside the upcoming training. And of course, if you have any questions or comments that you'd love to share, I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. Until then, take care. God bless. I'll see you on next time.